Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we experienced more fall. Our second year really isn't... I don't know if experienced is the right word anymore. But we went through fall like... Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's not the... That's... Wait, what? Where'd my cursor go? I can't see my cursor. What? Is that like a glitch? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there we go. I couldn't see my cursor. That was weird. Anyway, last time... we accomplished more. We started our empire of wine, of starfruit wine. We've been working more on our farm, and in general progressing more of the end game, which is where we're approaching. We are very swiftly approaching the point of the game where it's going to be far in between when I talk to you, like maybe a weekend game of me just doing stuff, but that's gonna be a little bit. We're getting closer, but we're not there yet. So we have a great luck day, which I want to go to the skull cavern, but I think I didn't turn it back from the dangerous one because we do have this one. We also have the island ingredients. Yeah, we have a lot of crap going on we need to be working on for quests, which is fine. It's just, you know, means we have more work to do, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just that, you know, means that it's more complicated for me to plan out my days. So I'm going to do the daily chores, because regardless, we need to get those done. And I'll see you guys whenever I've decided whatever we're doing. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. So interestingly enough, as you can see out here, our offenses finally were degraded. If you forgot, that is something they do. It takes a bit of time, as you can tell, because I think they've been here for over a year now. And they finally broke down. So they last a decent amount of time, but yeah. So they've... Our fences are starting to decay, which means we're going to start replacing all of them. I think since we're getting a decent surplus of hardwood finally coming in, I say that as I just waste some by having it go over there, because I put it off screen like an idiot. Then I may start using hardwood. I'm not entirely sure. We'll kind of see. Just because hardwood lasts, I believe, the longest. I think iron lasts a decent amount of time, too. But iron has more value to me than hardwood right now, currently, anyway. So I think that's what we're going to probably use that for. Yes, that's one of the items! Let's go! So I was actually going to cut back in because we got the rusty spoon, which we need to give to the raccoon. But that's one of the two items we were missing, is the pot there you just see there. Which means we're only missing one other artifact. Right there, chipped amphora? Amphora? I'm not going to pretend like I know what that word means. I'll be entirely honest with you. I guess it's a clay vessel of some kind is what it's referring to, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we have an item to give you. That's crazy. So that means there's only one artifact left, and then I'll want to, of course, go through this once we get it to make everything look nice and actually organize that. But oh, we're so close to being done with the museum because we have all the minerals. It's just this one artifact, which I know what it is. It's like the prehistoric hand tool or something is what it's called. And usually I get that one like all the time in dirt mounds around the valley. But of course, the run where I need it, of course, that's when I'm not going to get it. Okay, so we do have the rusty spoon. Okay, so Pam's going to the island, which means we're going to have to drive ourselves, which isn't that big of a deal. It doesn't really affect anything. So I'm going to go give the rusty spoon to the raccoons. Then we're going to check out the island, because I want to make sure everything's growing okay. I need to water the starfruit. I need to check for any ginger, because we need to finish that challenge. And then, I don't know if we'll do the skull cavern today. Push comes to shove, I may not, but we may do something else instead, which requires luck to make up for that. Oh yeah, that's actually... Yeah, there we go. Oh, I don't have the bug meat on me. Okay, well, at least I have the rusty spoon there. That'll work. Okay, so now I'm going to head to the ocean. I'm going to head to the... Well, I guess the island, but the ocean's the first step of that. Head to the island so that way I can go over to our farm there, do some work there. Definitely not going to be doing the skull cavern today, but I need to turn it back from dangerous because doing the challenge of reaching floor 100 without eating food is hard even with the normal version, so the dangerous version is actually just going to kill me. So we're going to want to reset that, and that's fine because we have like a week, I think. Not including today. Yeah, this. 5 days, so we have 4 days left. So if we even just got like a good luck day, I'll take that, and that should be hopefully good enough, so long as we're, again, lucky. I mean, if things don't go my way, I could always reset the day, because I'm less finicky about that now, since we're more so at endgame stuff, and yeah, whatnot. But anyway, this is more chore stuff, so I'll see you guys in just a moment when we get to the next topic of interest. The phones are ringing, which means something's going on. You hear a squeaky voice on the other end. Hey, Poke, me sell good hats. Please come and bring coinies, pokey, me like coinies, click. So that's presumably the hat mouse, which I haven't really bought anything from him, so I mean, it makes sense he's trying to up his business. Don't worry, we'll eventually buy stuff from the hat mouse. It's just, you know, we have other priorities other than hats right now. So I did mention we're going to be doing something that involves luck today, and that's because we are going gambling. We are going to be coming in on a great luck day, the best luck we can have, and we're going to be drinking something that gives us more luck. You can also eat something because they stack with ginger ale, but we are going to be trying to gamble. My personal favorite is actually the roulette spinning thing here. Why can't I think of the name of what it's called? Well, we already got a win. That's nice. I can't. I think of the name. This. We have these things here. I don't know why I'm struggling to come up with the name. Ugh, that hurts a lot. But yeah, I find this to be the most consistent way, personally, which it's, you know, consistent with air quotes, for me anyway. Now, the one thing that does suck is you really can't tell how many coins you currently have, because, you know, you really can't see too much. But, of course, you can kind of get a feel for it by exiting every now and then. So we're going to, right now we currently have 310, so we'll keep like that in the back of our mind. And we're going to gamble and see how many coins we can get. We're going to try to get, hopefully, some. Oh, damn it. But I'm not entirely sure. So, again, it's not really fun to watch gambling. You know, despite how some people are like, oh, gambling's really fun. It's not really fun to watch. So I'm probably just going to, ooh, that's nice. So probably mostly going to speed this up. We could also start doing 100 soon. You know what? We're going to buy up to 1,000 coins, and we're gonna start gambling hundreds. That's 10 hundreds there. It may sound bad, but trust me, when we start gaining successes consistently, then 100 will definitely be worth it. So we just got 200 there, so we actually got gained. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna speed this up because it's not really anything fun to watch, and I'll see you guys in just a few moments. And you can see we have a really big number there. We just got 500 times, so we got 50,000 key coins from that, because we got 3 cherries in a row. Really good. That is the third highest one we can get. The only two that would have been better was 3 diamonds or 3 star drops. So you can see we actually have a decent surplus going. As I mentioned, because you can tell, the in-game luck stat does affect this. So if you come in here on a best luck day and you have at least one thing that gives you an increased luck, like food item or something, and you start with at least, I think, 1,000 coins and start betting 100, and you don't have, like, the worst luck known to mankind, then you should be good and be able to at least maintain your, you know, rolls, because, you know, 1 cherry gets you 200, 2, you know what I mean? Every now and then you'll get the parsnip, which will get you 500, and eventually you're destined to get a bigger win from the milk and upwards, and once you get even, like, 1 or 2 of those, you're pretty much set to just keep going until you get, like, a decent surplus saved up. That is another pretty nice one, 8,000, that's not bad. I think that's the first time I've ever actually seen all 3 rainbow trouts hit in my entire life in this game. I've seen, the only other ones I haven't seen, I think, is the Nautilus shell and maybe the melon? Oh, maybe it would be the diamond. But I've seen the star drops hit, I've seen the 3 cherries hit, I've seen the 3 milks hit, and of course I've seen the other friggin' ones, but yeah. Anyway, once again, I'm going to, you know, get the ball rolling here even faster, so I'll see you guys in just a moment.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! 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 Aw, dang it!
After, I kid you not, at least a half hour of gambling, you can see this is what our current key coins are looking at. I definitely could get more, but I want to take a break from just pressing the A button, because that's all I've been doing for the last 30 minutes. Now, coming over here, a lot of the stuff you'll see that you can buy is going to be furniture items. A lot of them you can already get inside of the furniture catalog. A lot of these paintings we can, so we're not really going to buy any of those. The top hat is exclusive to this area, so we'll get one of those. 8,000 key coins. The rare crow being the alien, number 3 of 8. We're trying to collect all of them for 10,000. Not cheap, but we only need 1, so we'll get it. Hardwood fences, 100 for 1, so in case you don't want to have to craft a bunch of them, you can get some here. Same with magnets, warp totems for the farm, modern double bed, fireworks of all 3 colors, some wallpapers, and a flooring. Some cool stuff. Now, none of this is really what I would call amazing, but one of the things that is really good is the warp totems to the farm. They are not bad. Now, originally I believe you could buy as many as you had enough coins for, which was cool until people found out you could essentially just make infinite money off this once you had a nice surplus of coins. It basically just came down to how much patience you had, because you could just sell how many you wanted. So, of course, you know, he nerfed that. So now you can only get 20, but that's fine. I believe they do restock. I just don't know if it's every day. I don't know the full extent of it, but hey, 20 warp totems is not bad. I could buy the 20 magnets, hardwood fence. You know, I'll buy the hardwood fences, because as I said, we're going to have to replace our stupid friggin' stone ones anyway. So yeah, the gambling, despite as, like, cool as it is a thing to do, there really isn't too much of a reason to do it outside of maybe getting a good surplus of warp totems if you can help it, or manage it. You know what, speaking of, let me just use one here. And in case you are curious, I indeed did check the Skull Caverns. It was dangerous, so I turned that off. So next time we have a good luck day, we can actually go in and try to get some work done, because we didn't get to do that today. But we did get the gambling done, which is nice, because I, again, am not a big fan of the gambling. It's fun to do, it's just, the rewards are nothing super duper amazing, and, you know, having to stay here for 30 minutes, essentially just spam the A button is not really super enjoyable to me, but whatever. So I'm going to, okay, so we need, yeah, like one more hazelnut, frick, okay. So I'm going to put the stuff away, like the rare crow, our inventory away. And we do still have a good luck day, so we could go to the normal mines, or not the mines, the dangerous mines, and get to radioactive ore, maybe. I do also need to replace the fences, but I'll worry about that later. But yeah, anyway, I'll cut to when we are at our next location that, you know, I find ourselves at. So I'll just cut to then, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Whew! Just barely made it here. It's 150. And I brought the 20 bug meat so we can complete the raccoon bundle again. Thanks, Bobo. Take this. Wait, what? A jungle tank? What? The raccoon shop has been expanded. Receive a jungle tank. I'm probably about to pass out. Yeah, there's. Yeah, so we barely made it there. Oh, hey, you know, at least we filled it in. But we got the jungle tank, which is cool. We'll take a look at that in a minute, and then we can go back later and see. I'm guessing the thing that they're selling now is going to be the same thing we just got, which is the jungle tank. But whatever. We'll take a look later to see for sure. Because I don't know 100% for certain. We also did go to the mines weekend. Super fantastic. We got some radioactive ore, but that was about it. And it's raining today? Oh, it's Jody's birthday, but, I mean, no offense, Jody, you don't really matter that much. That sounds terrible, but it's just kind of the truth. Okay, let's see, what is this? Oh, it's the increased luck. That's cool. I think that's one of the ones we haven't seen. This furniture can't be placed outdoors. The jungle tank. We'll take a look at it later. I'm just going to place it down. It's kind of interesting. It's like the fish tank, I believe, to a degree, but again, I'll get into that at a later time. Okay, so please, if we have good luck, we'll go to the Skull Caverns today. And try not to eat any food, because I want to get that over with, because I hate that mission, but... No, not living off the land. Looking to get married, bro! Been married, I have a kid. Neutral luck? I don't really want to... Oh, no, because if it's a bad luck... Dude, freaking no. No, you know what? No, we're gambling. We gotta have at least a good luck day, right, in the horizon? Certainly, right? Like, that's gotta be a thing. 4 days left, okay. See, I'm gonna do the daily chores. This sucks, because I'm gambling here, essentially, with our... friggin' time and life and ugh, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna get the day started, do all the daily quests, you already know, or daily quests, what? Daily chores, you already know how this all works. I'll see you guys in just a moment, unless it's something important. Oh. Oh yeah, this is Linus saying that, he saw someone searching our pockets, because he brought us home, so we didn't lose money, we lost an item or two, so that's fine, because I really didn't think I had anything of value on me anymore. Anyway, this time for real, I'll see you guys in just a moment. We haven't really checked our slime hutch since we got it. I don't have the slime read on, but I think we should be fine. Let me just go in. So you can see, yep, the eggs are still incubating. They take quite a bit of time to fully incubate, so give it a little bit of time. We will want to make sure we have our slime ring over here, but I'll work on that later at a different time. So something really cool is if Gus comes to the island, he actually will run a little bit of a bar here. You can see there's some really interesting stuff, including the last recipe I was waiting for, tropical curry recipe. 1 pineapple, 1 hot pepper, and 1 coconut. And with that, we have every single recipe available to us. We just have to cook them all. You can also find a Gold Star mango wine, some cranberry candy, mead, pale ale, beer, and a pina colada. None of those things I'm really interested in, but it is cool that he is here. You can get some unique items, but make sure you go and grab that recipe because it's hard to find otherwise. It's been a while, but we finally found another journal scrap. Time for us to take a gander. 'Twas a rain-drenched day, and upon a lonely rock, a beautiful maiden now saw I. Tales I'd heard of seaborn maidens singing siren songs, yet nary a note could she muster. Next morning, I spied an arrangement of stone upon the foamy bank. Aye, stones as big as ones, and stones as big as fives were they. If but this harried sea dog a tune could haul, perhaps to Blackwell's treasure would she lead. So that's a bit of a hint to the puzzle we solved earlier with the music notes. Still pretty vague, but at least it makes a little bit more sense once you have that note. Of course, we didn't need the note to figure that out because you have me. You're welcome. Kidding. But yeah, that is the intended way you'll get like the knowledge of how you're supposed to approach that. So there you go. So we finally gathered enough ginger, so now we just have to ship 100, which I don't actually know how many I've shipped because I did this in the worst way possible, so I'm just going to ship enough till we're down to like 60-ish, and we'll say that that's good enough, and if not, we'll ship more tomorrow. It's fine. We still have a decent surplus of time saved up. We have 18 more days, so we'll be more than fine. Yes, we got it! Prehistoric hand axe. This is the last item we need to donate to the museum. Oh, I had to go through like 10 treasure totems before we got it. Which is very unlucky. You can find... Oh, of course we get 2 now. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Yeah, you can only find the prehistoric hand axe in certain locations. You can find it, I think, in areas that you till. You can find it, of course, in the artifact trove box. We're getting unlucky, which is why I was doing this. But you can find it at the bus stop, the mountains, in the forest area, which I was going to. I just like going in the forest. I feel like it has the most tillable area. So, the most area to use the friggin' totems on or whatever, so... Oh, man. That was really unfortunate that took that long, but whatever. We're gonna have to see what this day holds to kind of see what we're doing. A male slime has hatched. A bookseller is in town today. So we got 2 males, which isn't great. They can't really, reproduce. Bombs can't damage you, I guess. Between the 2, that one's better. Increased hearts, affection. What's our goddamn freaking luck like? Okay, so we are definitely not going to be going to the Skull Cavern. How many days do we have? Okay, yeah, so we are running out of time. Next time we even get like a good luck day, we'll probably just have to take it, which sucks, but... Oh, man, that's how it goes sometimes. So I'm going to do my inventory, get the day started. You all know how it works, and I'll see you guys at the... I mean, at this point, you guys already know the word for word what I'm going to say, so let's just get to it. So yeah, interestingly enough, you'll see up here, I actually have raisins from our dried fruit thing. It's said to be the Junimo's favorite food, which are the little apple guys, in case it's been a little bit too. So we're going to sell one, and we're going to keep the other. To make raisins, you need 5 grapes. You put them in, and then they turn into raisins. I really don't have a good spot for raisins, do I? Actually, I can put the green slime egg in the monster drops, because, I mean, technically that works. But yeah, so that's why we got that, and that is one of the last items we need for... There it is. One of the last items we need for our collections tab. We're missing that item, and the item we're just selling. So we're missing literally one more item, which... Unfortunately, it's probably going to be a little bit, because we're getting very unlucky with it so far. But you never know. Maybe all of a sudden our luck will pick up. Who knows for sure. So, we're going to try something. We have a dinosaur egg. A giant dino egg. The entire shell is still intact. We already know we can make dinosaur mayonnaise out of this, if you recall, which is something we already sold. But something else we can do with a dinosaur egg is put it in the incubator in our coop. Now, what is that going to lead to? What monstrosity? Well, we'll have to wait to see, but I'll definitely say I'm a little concerned. But we'll have to wait for the time being. Oh, no, I did not mean to do that. Howie's definitely going to stay the same. I'm just trying to see who I can give... Freaking... Yeah, because we got 2 gold animal crackers while we were... Or 3, actually, when we were tilling yesterday. Using the artifact troves. Is that... Are all of our animals freaking with the gold animal cracker now? Because the freaking... The pig can't have one. No, not that they're being rude to it, just like the game actually won't let you. Yeah, see, he gets question mark. So yeah, I guess we actually have an extra, which is interesting. We definitely need to get some more animals going. It's more work, but then of course we get more money from it, which is one of the next major steps is getting more money. Oh man, this game is crazy. This game's crazy. It's been a long time coming, but it's time for us to donate our final item to the museum. Well, final artifact item anyway. Bam! New achievement, a complete collection. We have a new reward waiting for us as well. So now, if we check in our achievements, of course, we can already pretty much guess what this one's going to be. Let's see if we can find it. Danger of the Deep, Distant Shore, 2 thumbs up. Man, we have... There's a lot of stuff here. Complete collection! Complete the museum collection. There you go. So, now we know what that is. Now we have one more reward to collect, and what is that? A star drop. You can see here... There's some stuff you actually get to see in this one because it's an item you get to interact with in the menu. Mysterious fruit that empowers those who eat it. The flavor is like a dream, a powerful personal experience, yet difficult to describe to others. 100% of your energy will be filled, and it's worth 7,771 gold, which really isn't that much considering it permanently increases your stamina, but whatever. You found a starter, but strange with the taste reminds you of family. Your maximum energy level has increased, and now our energy is at 508. Look how big that is. Look how far we've come. Note from Gunther, wow, this library has really become great thanks to your help. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, so we can actually check out these books we've been neglecting for a while, but a lot of these actually will give you tips on things we've already done. Goblins by M. Jasper. The species commonly known as goblin seems to have originated in the forests of the far northeast beyond the Blue Mire Hills, categorized by their green skin, bright eyes, and foul smell. Initial encounters with goblins can be frightening to inexperienced travelers. Despite the unsettling appearance, goblins possess an intellectual and emotional capacity akin to humans and have no trouble learning our customs and languages. The goblins I've met have been rather friendly and amiable. Once I've shown that I have meant no harm. Unfortunately, centuries of distrust and ill treatment from humans has led many goblins to pursue careers in the employ of witches, warlocks, necromancers, and other unsavory types. Traditional goblin diet largely consists of grub meat, typically from the large and juicy grub. Varieties native of goblin home forest. On special occasions, goblins will indulge in an item called voyant mayonnaise, considering perhaps the finest delicacy in all goblin cuisine. So there's your hint on what to do with the goblin that was blocking our way to the whatever place that was. The witch's house. I can't, for some reason, couldn't think of it. Solak ulan pel ino ra kato ulan kato. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to say all this, but you can kind of see. The only really thing that's easy to make out is Yoba. And maybe we'll come back to this paper later on when we talk about our extra stuff at the very end of the series, but it's going to be, we still have a little bit of time. But we do know Yoba is the name of, like, God in this world, based on, like, a few different things. So we're in the tunnel leading from Pelican Town. There's a little door hidden in the dark. Couldn't get it open, though, Gunther. So yeah, that's the tip that gets you into the gambling area. Keys Casino. Secrets of legendary fish. Fishermen speak of 5 rare and unique fish that can only be caught by skilled anglers. Once caught, they'll never appear again. The crimson fish lives in the warm ocean waters of summer. It's inside the far eastern side of the beach. The glacier fish, which only appears in winter, can be caught off the southern tip of the Arrowhead Island in Cindersap Forest, near where the river meets the ocean. The anglerfish has been spotted in fall. North of the town where the river flows down from the mountains, there's a rumor of a strange twisted fish that lives in the sewer. The final fish of a species never before caught is known simply as Legend. It is rumored that it lives in a log submerged in the mountain lake. It only ventures out on rainy spring days to nibble at the frog's eggs. Only the most skilled fishermen can hope to catch this one. Train at fishing and be persistent, and eventually you'll catch these elusive fish. Make sure to respect the water and don't remove too many fish from the ecosystem. So there's your tips on where to get all of the legendary fish. Technology report. The blueprints for an advanced piece of machinery called a crystallarium has recently been published. This machine can grow crystals from almost nothing, providing their owners with endless supplies of valuable gems. Here's how it works. Place a gem of your choice inside the crystallarium. Now be patient, it can take up to several days, but eventually the crystallarium will grow a copy of whatever you placed inside. You'll know it's ready when it stops wiggling. Once you remove your gem from the crystallarium, you'll start working on yet another clone. You'll never need to restock it unless you want to change the kind of gem it produces. Unfortunately, the crystallarium doesn't work with the extremely rare gemstone known as prismatic shard for some reason. The EMF from the shard interacts negatively with the crystallarium. So again, that explains more of the crystallarium. It explains why we cannot use our favorite prismatic shards on it. A study on diamond yields. After years of research in the mines, I believe I've learned something about diamond frequency. My research involved only the stones that are scattered about the mines. The ones that are broken with pickaxe. Mineral yields from other sources require some research. Diamonds seem to only form at mine level 50 or greater. At level 50, approximately 1 in 500 stones will be diamond rich. After level 50, the frequency of diamond formation seems to increase by about 0.000016 per level. Quite a rare gem, M. Jasper. Just a little cool tip if you're looking for diamonds. Brewmaster Guide. To brew. The rich smell of yeast wafting through cedar loft. A floor overstones of freshly cut hops on a winter's eve. But I digress. You're probably more interested in the practical side of brewing. To brew, you'll need a keg. I'll leave it up to you to devise the blueprints for a keg. Kegs can be used to make several kinds of product, not produce. Vegetables are placed inside the keg will produce juice. Juice takes the least amount of time to brew. If what is placed in the keg will be produced beer, beer takes a while to brew, but it is quite profitable. Placing hops in the kegs will produce the beloved pale ale. Place fruit in the keg to make wine. Wine takes the longest of all to make, but a wine made from the finest fruit is worth quite a lot. Be patient with your keg and you'll know it's finished when it's perfectly still, and only drink in moderation or you'll surely regret it. That's going to be our Bible soon, to how we make so much money. Mysteries of the Dwarves. The Dwarves call themselves Smoliana, I guess, which translates to the Sky People, an odd name for a group that lives deep underground, isn't it? Another mystery of the Dwarves is the advanced technology that supposedly passes. Evidence such as this had led me, despite the ridicule of my colleagues, to propose a new theory. I believe the Dwarves are the remains of a once advanced civilization whose interplanetary vehicle crashed on this planet long ago. I propose that this dwarfish spaceship bore down deep underground, and over time the dwarves became adapted to the new underground environment. My colleagues asked why didn't they come above ground and live on the surface. Perhaps their old planet had a thicker atmosphere that protected them from stellar radiation. They simply cannot survive in our sunlight. That would explain why they only surface at night to take what they need from our houses. M. Jasper. So we get a little bit more lore on the dwarfs. Highlights from the Book of Yoba. Before time there was only the endless golden light. The light called it out to itself. Yoba. Yoba wanted more. Yoba swirled the golden light in a vortex. Yoba swirled and swirled until a hole formed in the eye of the vortex. From this hole sprung a seed. Yoba smoothed the golden seed. Yoba smoothed, and the light became soil. Into the soil, Yoba planted the seed. The seed sprouted, and behold, the vine sprung skyward, twisting and probing, casting a writhing shadow onto the golden void. After 11 days, the vine bore fruit. Yoba, with knowing wisdom, peeled through the skin off the fruit and saw that the world was inside, and so that is how the world came to be. So there's a little bit of a lore on the Yoba. or Yoba itself. Marriage guide for farmers. Before you ask someone to marry you, you'll have to date for them for a while. First, ask someone to date you with a bouquet from peers. When you're ready to pop the big question, you'll need to give them a mermaid's pendant. Everyone knows what it means when you present them with one of those. It's rumored that on a stormy day, the ghost of an old mariner appears in Stardew Valley, clutching just such a pendant. After late summer, your partner will move in with you. Remember to treat your spouse well. They still like gifts even after marriage. Paid for by Pierre. Of course. But that is kind of cool that we get to hear what the reasoning is behind the ghost mariner and things like that. The Fisherman Act 2 text Gordy. Tell me your best fisherman story. Gordy, deep sigh. I've caught a lot of big fish in my time and some that are very rare and difficult, but there was one that I struggled to catch for 3 days and 3 nights. I call this fish the Legend. He was the huge beast, and the harder I tugged on the line, the harder he tugged back. Let my guard down for a moment, he snapped my boat in two. I never fished since. Think anyone will ever catch him? If this person were a master at fishing and caught all of the rare fish first and made sure that they ate the correct kind of food, then maybe. Above all, you gotta have respect for the water, son. Son, do you mean your father? Yes, my boy. Dramatic music as the curtains fall. Okay. So that's kind of, again, a little bit more lore on the legend, I guess. But there we go. So that's all the books that we have right there to read. Talking to you. The museum looks amazing. Thanks again for all your help. Yep, so now we're done with the museum. Now, oh wait, can I not? I thought for some reason I could still... Oh, can I? Oh wait, no, maybe I come over here? Can you... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay, you can. I'll arrange this later, but yeah, there you go. Okay, so you can rearrange it even after you put everything in. Good. Whew! I was scared for a second. Been a long time since we've seen that, but we've completed a monster slaying goal for the little fire spirits that we find in here. Again, been quite a while since we've even done that, so I wouldn't be surprised if you forgot we even had to do that. Coming in here towards the, dwarf shop, the volcano dwarf shop, I wanted to come in here because I wanted to look at something. So, there's a lot of items in here, but there's one in particular that's really interesting. Cinder Cloud shoes for 100 cinder shards. These magic shoes belong to a famous dwarfish gesture. They have 6 defense, 5 immunity. Our current shoes have 4 defense and 4 immunity. So, this is a nice upgrade. We are going to purchase that, but first I need to sell... I'll just sell the diamonds, because I really don't need 2 diamonds. Oh, my inventory's... Wait, what is my inventory full of? Freaking... Oh, okay, let's sell the Jade 2, fine. There we go. So, now we only have 16 cinder shards, that's fine, we'll get more. And now we finally get a replacement for our space boots. They've been with us for a while. There's finally a replacement. So now we're going to have red-looking shoes instead of the purple ones, which I'm going to be honest, I like the purple ones, how they look more. But there's actually a thing you can do for that. Anyway, later. That's for later. But one other thing you can do, or something that else is really unique about these shoes, they make a little jingle sound as you walk around, which is a cool detail, but I'm not the big fan of that sound being consistently playing. So we may have to try to see if we can figure something out for that. But there you go. Now we have a permanent defense and immunity buff. It's been a while since we've had any of those. You may have thought that the Iridium boots were, the maximum they go, but no, you get some clown shoes, and those are somehow better than Iridium boots. I'm not going to question it. This is the world of Stardew Valley. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be fun. Another day has ended, but we have another $1. We just got a notification that sounded like an achievement has been achieved. So I guess we'll have that to look forward to. It also sounded like a mission's done because I did ship enough of the, not garlic, ginger. Polycultural, there we go! Nice, so we have that. Thank goodness that one's over with. Where's that one at? It's down here. So polycultural. Ship 15 of each crop. Thank goodness that's over with. I hate that mission. That one sucks. Add ingredients, 3,000 gold. We have that one done, so now we just have keys freaking challenge. Oh, I need to get a lobster too. I forgot about that. Brick. Okay, no, we'll get to that. So, I think... Oh, no, not the iridium freaking butterfly, dude. I don't want to go find the iridium butterfly again. Okay, let's look. Weather, it doesn't really matter that much. I don't know why I keep checking weather. It doesn't really matter that much. It's mostly luck. Okay, yeah. So today we're going to be going to the Skull Caverns, without a doubt. And that's 100% the plan, because we need to do that. This is most likely the last chance we're going to get that's going to work out well for us, so let's get going on that. So first things first, we're going to throw everything in there we don't need that's going to be on our inventory normally. We'll keep our triple shot espresso. We'll take these with us. We'll keep one of those on us. I'll take enough in here to craft another one of these. I know I'm just talking and it doesn't really make sense. I'm like, I'll take this and that and that and this, but trust me, there is a plan. It's just not a great one that I'm working on. So I want to make sure I have decent surplus of, like, oh wait, no, I forgot. We can't eat anything. Frick, so I really don't need the life elixir. Oh, frick. Okay, you know what? Here. Oh, okay, so we'll take this. Lucky lunch. Do I really want the lucky lunch, or do I want something that's going to give me defense? Crab... Oh, heck no. Okay, you know what? No, there is a solution to this. Here's the solution. We come over here. Where the frick is the crab cakes, bro? Did I leave those in the... Okay, we're gonna get the crab cakes, and then we're gonna craft another ginger ale. It's only 1 ginger, I think, and like some sugar. It's really cheap to make, and it gives us the 1 luck, which would be like decent. So we're gonna need that. We're going to want crab cakes because we're gonna eat those before we go in, so that way we have the defense buff and the speed buff going on, and then we'll have a luck buff. So hopefully that should be enough. Let's grab one of those. Grab as many bombs as we can. What else do I want to grab? This is freaking ridiculous. Yeah, this mission is not a fun one, but I'm sure you didn't need me to tell you that. Best bet is probably to grab just a bunch of this, this, and then, like, I guess the stuff for more mega bombs. And then we'll just grab, like, a stack of stone. That's nearly a stack. We'll grab that. That's pretty much gonna have to be it, unfortunately. What the frick? Hey, Ryan, Lewis told me you've been shipping a lot of ingredients from the island. It's great to have access to new produce. It really opens a whole new world of culinary possibilities. I've included a gift for you, some blueprints you might find useful. A solar panel, which is really cool. Solar panels down here are 10 refined quartz, 5 iron bars, and 5 gold. Slowly generates batteries when left in the sun. So it's a way of getting batteries without having to rely solely on like thunderstorms and stuff like that. So that is really nice. We'll definitely want to get to that. I'm just gonna leave the crops today. I'm not really super concerned with that. Oh, no. Dude, is this stuff down here done? Oh, of course it's done. Okay. We still have to wait because I don't have any stupid freaking... Oh, I should have bought some toad. Oh, that's right. Speaking of buying stuff, I should bring some iridium bars so I can purchase the recipe for the freaking thingy. That made no sense. For the totems. Because the recipe for the totems we can actually buy. But we need, I think it's like 10 or 20 iridium bars. I'm going to say 10... iridium bars because I don't really want to overestimate. And I'm just gonna leave the animals, bro. You know, I can't leave the animals. We have time anyway. I need to do this. Man. See, this is the problem with the... I need to probably just invest. I was hoping to get another one via luck. The auto collector, but at this rate, it looks like it's gonna be needed. Because, like, we have so many animals in our coop now, and... Oh, it just takes up so much space having eggs littered everywhere, so that may be something I invest in. Okay, so we grabbed all this stuff. Goby Frenzy. Oh, that's actually not bad, because gobies are rare, but I don't really want that right now, so... But I appreciate it. That is kind of cool. Also, yeah, the reason I put the heavy tappers and the mystic syrup so fast instead of the... Which I have it on now, the oak resin, is just because the mystic syrup is really useful for the artifact troves, and I knew I would need some of them, so that's why you saw me go for those. So now I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to put this stuff in, of course, because I don't want it to be clogging up my inventory. I'll put away whatever I can't have, like, going in the background, but I think that's about it, because, I mean, Pam's going to be here at any moment, so I'm just going to throw the rest of the stuff in its spot, and then we'll come back home, and, yeah. It's going to be scary. I'm not really a big fan of not taking damage and not being able to, yeah, well that, but also not, well, of course I'm not a big fan of not taking damage, but I'm also not a fan of, having to, not eat items, because, I mean, it just seems like Mr. Key's trying to get us killed. I guess we won too many times at his casino. What the frick? Oh, Pam may not be coming into the freaking bus today. She may be going on the island. Dang it. Okay, I actually don't, I thought maybe it would, like, as soon as because she's supposed to be over here, like, by around 9-ish, right? She gets over here earlier, I think. Where the frick are you, Pam? There you are. Okay, so we're gonna stand here, get her to start going. Thankfully, we're not missing anything today. I think today's Elliot's birthday. That doesn't matter. We're already at max hearts with Elliot. It is almost Sunday, which means we can start giving gifts to the dwarf and Krobus, our last 2 people I need to make friends with. Okay, so yeah, now we're getting into the more miscellaneous stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't do a great job with friendship. Again, if we would have gotten the dwarf's birthday, it would be max right now. It'd just be Krobus, which would be so nice. But we have, I think, an extra iridium tea or 2, so maybe we can just give that to him just to expedite the process. I really don't know. Either way, the run's gonna work basically as it always does, where I just speed it up because I really don't think there's much worth watching unless, again, I have something to bring up. But our goal is going to be get to floor 100 before the end of the day. And again, we can't eat items once we're inside the mine, so we're going to be drinking. I forgot to bring the iridium bars! Oh, I'm slow. I'm mentally slow. No. Okay, I'm going to add that to my notes for next episode because I'm so tired of forgetting that. Okay, so come in here. We'll eat our crab cakes, and we'll drink our ginger ale, and then we're going to get our run started. Because all 3 of those effects should stack. Yep. So now, let's get the run started. Wish me luck. Okay, so we did in fact reach the floor 100 of the mines without eating food. Not easy, and I did have to reset because I did get knocked out, and that's mostly because I forgot to bring our fairy box, which is actually really useful for this, and our vampire ring. Both those things will make getting down here much easier, so that's why I went back and reset. So I'm actually okay with that, as it made things a bit easier on us. Now, I do need to go back, but I do want to see, does this person stay open late? They do, okay, good. Because I actually brought 10 iridium bars, since I said I got knocked out. I actually remember to bring them, I just forgot to actually come over here and... You're here. Warp Totem Desert, 2 hardwood, 1 coconut, 4 iridium ore. Not, like, the most expensive thing, really. Consider we could get here now even earlier in the morning, get our runs going earlier. Now we have all the warp totems that we could possibly craft. Look at that, that's just... Oh, that's super exciting. As for how the run went itself, you can kind of see our inventory. Pretty good. I'm more than happy with that. I mean, we made it to the bottom, which is, like, the main thing, right? Like, cause the fact that we made it that far, that'll have to do. Ugh. Oh man, that was... Whew. That one is one that always is intense, no matter how, like, I feel like good you think you are at that one. That one is just really difficult, or at least I think that one's really difficult. I find that one to be one that's consistently challenging no matter how good you get, just because you have to, like, strategize in a bit of a different way than, at least how I normally do. Maybe it's easier for some others depending on how you play it, but it's very different from how I normally go about it, so... That in turn makes it much more intense for me personally. I did get another seed maker, which I don't really want if I'm being honest. But, you know, I took it. I mean, you can always sell it if you don't want it, which I don't really want it, but I'll make do with it. Did get another purple slime egg, so we can keep that for later. And I guess we'll put that down then. Yeah, so we only have one more spot for that open, which is... interesting, I guess I'll say. How about that? I'll say it's interesting. Not bad, but not amazing either. We'll take what we can get. Let's see, what's coming up? Oh yeah, the friggin' Stardew Valley Fair. I should be preparing for that. I guess I could just put ancient fruit on display. I just don't know how much that'd be worth. Like, I don't think it'd be that good of an item, but whatever. Not much money, but again, it all adds up. Our main source of income is going to be whenever our wines and stuff get done. Which, it's still going to be a while before we, you know, have starfruit and stuff. And we need to be having way more kegs and stuff. But we'll be making steps towards that progressively as we move forward. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. That got my blood pumping and I need to relax. Sometimes Stardew Valley can be relaxing, sometimes it isn't. Next time, we're going to be experiencing the next full week of fall, as episodes are going to start encompassing a whole week, most likely, unless there's a lot that happens. So hopefully we'll get more done. Maybe we'll even get our upgrade for our sword soon, since we know that this isn't its final form. Regardless, I hope that I'll see you all there.